Okay, so workbench settings, open default settings. Controls whether opening settings also opens an editor showing all default settings. So this is pretty much the same thing as the one above, but except for settings instead of key bindings. Okay, so this is set to false by default, which means that if we close the settings file and we open it again, we will have just the settings.json file. If we set this to true, however, and we close it, when we open it, it's going to open our file and the default settings file so that you can see everything that is. Now, I don't find this to be very useful. What I would rather do, and I actually do it, is I copy everything that's on the default settings onto my settings.json file. And every time an extension or a VS Code update changes the default settings, right now I do it manually, but hopefully I'll create an extension to do that automatically. But right now, I have this JSON diff repository, which just compares. So I have an a.json and a b.json, and I just copy paste my current settings to any one of those. Doesn't really matter in order they are. So I just copy my settings.json file. I open my default settings, copy everything into the other one, and then I run this index.js, and it will tell me the differences between the settings. So it will tell me which settings exist only on my settings.json file, meaning probably deprecated settings, settings that only exist in a default setting. So that means new settings, and it will tell me about settings that are changed, which I don't usually use. Okay, so I'm leaving this one set to false.